who's in here. We are going live. We are live. Hello.
Hello, hello. What's going on?
So dude, we have both been pretty sick over the last week. And
Yes.
I don't know. I'm feeling like this, like I said just a couple minutes ago, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter podcast than usual. Dang. Goliath with the first. Let's go, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that.
Automotive guy thinks he stole it. I don't know. On my end, I see Goliath's name first, dude. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, automotive guy.
Yep. Automotive guy, you got second, bro. Also, Gavin, you're third. Chemical Romance, what's going on, man? And Aaron, 800th for Aaron. Imagine if we had 799 viewers. And then Aaron made the 800th. Be pretty sick, honestly. Automotive guy says on my screen, I am first. Well, we got some net code happening right here.
Not on my screen.
From what we can see, Goliath got the first one, so it is what it is. Once again, Goliath comes in first.
Yeah, usual.
Anyway, we've been a little sick the last few days. Actually, I've been sick since probably Thursday of last week. Not feeling great. You've been feeling the same. Wait, when did you get sick? Sunday? Saturday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know, dude. Sunday night.
So it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter podcast. I think we're gonna do about an hour tonight. Just to hang out and talk. Title of the stream is Motorfest Blues, Need for Speed Revival, and a trip to the UK. For anybody who's not aware, Need for Speed is I don't know, they're updating their game. That's really the bottom line. And they invited me and a few others out to Guildford in the UK to sort of preview some things, give some feedback, and man, what a trip, dude. First of all, traveling sucks, by the way. Anybody who's wondering, it's not fun. There's a lot of hurry up and wait. It's like hurry up and get to the airport and then wait for 2 hours. They're I gotta get there 2 hours early because security is gonna be a nightmare. And then you get there and there's no one in security at all, and you just breeze right through it, and then you just sit there at the gate for 2 hours. There's a lot of that happening. Now the second the second you get there an hour or a half an hour before your flight, there will be 1 million people in security and you won't be able to get through. So you have to get there 2 hours early. Anyway, traveling sucks. The plane sucks. It sucks to fly. I mean, it's fine. I've flown many times, so it's not a big deal for me, but you literally are sitting in a very uncomfortable seat for hours. You gotta get up and walk around a little bit, go to the bathroom.
How long was your flight to the UK? 11 hours or something?
In total, I think it was close to 11 hours, but there were 2 flights. I flew to Atlanta, and then we dude, both going there and back, I had to fly through Atlanta, and there were both times a 3.5 hour what do you call it, layover in Atlanta. I'm literally just sitting in the Atlanta airport for 3.5 hours. I spent 7 hours of my life just sitting there in Atlanta.
Waiting for an airplane.
Waiting for an airplane. Anyway, traveling sucks. The UK was fine. It's gloomy as hell. The weather was really shitty. It was drizzling pretty much the whole time. And I'm gonna say some shit right now that's gonna be really American, okay? fuck walking everywhere. All right, I'm not about that. And it's not even like, all right, first of all, I'm a little bit out of shape. Like I haven't done any exercise in probably years. Like I don't know,
Okay.
more than 4 or 5 years, right? That being said, I'm not like obese. I can walk places. It's fine. But I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to walk a half a mile to the train station and then take a train and then walk a half a mile to our destination and then walk a half a mile back to the train, take the train back, then walk another half a mile. I don't want to do that. Can we just drive cars? Can we just get in an Uber or can we get in a car, drive to a place and park? Anyway, it's very American to not want to walk everywhere. I just want to drive a car. Please drop me off at the door. I want to get out, walk across the sidewalk and up the stairs into the thing that we're supposed to be in. That's as far
Yeah.
as I want to walk.
Well, you were there. Did you do anything besides the Criterion stuff? Like, did you check
Uh,
anything out? Like, go anywhere, do anything?
yeah. So we all went out on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday night? I don't remember. I think it was Tuesday. Anyway, we went out on Tuesday night. We left the hotel and went to London, and which is about, I mean, in total with all the walking and the trains and all that stuff, it was about 45 minutes away. But I think it's
Okay.
only like 20 miles or something like that. It's not very far from where we were, but it takes a while to get there. Anyway, we got downtown and we went to a bar that's like sort of like a bar restaurant, but also has a full arcade upstairs.
That's pretty cool.
And it's a dope arcade. It was really cool. I mean, it wasn't like super big, but it
Mm-hmm.
was really cool. It had a an RC car track in there, and the RC car track had these steering wheel, full like steering wheel seat setups. So like you controlled the car with a steering wheel and pedals.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was super cool. Except for I got fucked. My car didn't go for like 15 seconds at the start of the race. Like we raced a couple times. Both times my car was just like dead stop, didn't go anywhere. So I think like the pedal set I had was broken, and then the steering wheel that I had, it kept like it. You can move it; it's adjustable to like get it to like a a place where you're comfortable. And
Right.
mine didn't lock into place; it was just loose. And so I was constantly holding the steering wheel up the whole time and steering, and my car was broken. So anyway, it was just not a good time. The idea of it and the whole place was really cool. They had a big, like probably 10 feet maybe by 10 feet projector screen, excuse me, and you could go up there and play fighting games. So there's like a big
Cool.
like stage, and two people stood up there, and then they had like the joysticks and the the fighting buttons, and then it projected the fight onto a big projector. Oh my god, I can't say
Yeah, I got
projector. It's bad.
you.
A big screen that everybody could watch. It was
Okay.
rad. It's a really cool place. And
Yeah,
then
sounds sick.
yeah, and then downstairs was like a full bar, like just a bar. So like people didn't even like care about arcade. They're just downstairs just drinking. And
Mm-hmm.
then they had like they served pizzas and bar food. So anyway, that was a really good time. It was fun.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. Swaggy Will went to the UK for vacation. No, I was actually there on behalf of the channel here, visiting EA and Criterion. I was giving some feedback on Need for Speed, along with other creators and things like that. Just, I guess it's called the Player Council is what they're calling it, and we're there representing the communities that we have grown over these years. And there's a few of us, some names that you guys might recognize, or like Black Panther was there, Kuru Kuru HS was there. Good guys, all around. I don't think anyone there was anything but a stand-up individual. I mean, everybody was excellent. The feedback that was given was really good. I think everyone was thinking about the future of Need for Speed and how they and their communities would like it. And it was very deep conversation, like really, really good stuff. Like probably the most beneficial conversations around the game probably ever, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was very positive. Very, very positive. So, Automotive Guy says, what company owns Need for Speed? It's EA. EA owns the rights or the name or the license or whatever it is. They own the brand.
I think Criterion is the developing team.
Yes. Yeah. Criterion develops the game. Brian says, should have visited Nürburgring. Yeah, I wish I could have. It'd be cool. It'd be definitely cool to see. I just didn't have a lot of time. Did not have a lot of time. They need to make a suspension on the checkered mini to absorb more pebbles. It's honestly, Automotive Guy, I don't think it's a suspension at all. I think it's the body kit.
Yeah, like you can hear it too. Like when you're driving around, it just like scrapes the ground the whole time.
Yeah. If you hold the right stick down and you look backwards, you can actually see that the front lip is constantly clipping into the ground. Like you can see it go into the ground. So, yeah. Droughty says the drift leaderboard is so boned if the physics or events change. I mean, if the events, I don't necessarily think that's true, Droughty. But like with any game, you know, leaderboards are the drift leaderboard. There's no drift leaderboard right now.
You're talking about a Need for Speed?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Need for Speed.
Yeah, there's
no
like
leaderboard.
No leaderboards.
There's like no leaderboards. He might be talking about like like a player organized leaderboard.
Maybe.
But like, I mean, they don't know that exists, to be honest with you. Nor do they. I don't think they care. So whatever they're adding to the drifting, it's you know, it's gonna shake things up. He said, yeah, there is. Where is there a leaderboard in Unbound? Mr. Simji,
it's small, but it exists. Is it like it's not in the game, like it's like a third party like created one or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about. On PlayStation, Need for Speed Unbound is free if you have PlayStation Plus. Yes, sir. So if you do have PlayStation Plus, you're definitely good time to pick it up.
Yeah, player bills. Not like it matters. We're just laughing about it. Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. All right. The way you said that, Droughty, is that it was like going to be this big thing.
Gotcha.
Like, read that comment. It says the drift leaderboard is so boned if the physics or events change. It's all good,
That's
man.
all right, dude. We'll just make a new one. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be better. It'll be the best. Majority of crew rewards have been lame. TC2, almost all the summits had heat. Some summits just ain't worth the time or stress. I agree. I think the rewards have been fairly mediocre, if not bad, the entire time Motorfest has been out. And that's kind of the reason for the title. I think we're in a weird spot with Motorfest. I think a lot of the community is complaining about cheating, and they're so concerned with, you know, how the game is played and how it's built and wheel mode and cheating and shortcuts and resets. There's like all the conversation around the game is like all based on that, and not at all based on like the fact that after the playlist, like there's not really a lot of content in the game. You know, there's a really limited PvP, which is really annoying to me. I thought the PvP would be a lot more robust than it is currently. I mean, it's literally just grand races. Summits, I guess you can consider to be PvP, but you're competing in them alone. So it's not like true, in a sense, true racing PvP. Yeah, cheater mode. I don't know. I just feel like this I don't know. It feels like it's in a weird spot right now. It definitely feels weird. The Criterion mentioned an anti-cheat. I can't really talk too much specifics. I'm under NDA, so I can't really say what specifically was talked about. Droughty, but anti-cheat is something, from my own opinion, anti-cheat is something that Need for Speed desperately needs in order for the competitive side of that game to actually flourish, because cheating is so easy in Need for Speed. There's literally nothing to stop you from just, using a mod of whatever, and there's full crossplay. So it's definitely an issue with the game. If they want competition to take place and there to be competitive PvP environment, they need to do something about anti-cheat.
Yeah, I agree.
What do I think about Need for Speed remastering a game? Just in general, I'm not for it at all. I just don't think it's the smart move.
Yeah. Like, obviously the old games are great and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I prefer something new.
Yeah. 100%.
I think with what they released on doing what they're doing with Unbound, like different modes based off of modes from old games, like the popular modes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, I think is good for seeing, like how that affects the player base in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it's like,
building a, because they can take that information on if they end up building a new game later on, which they most likely will be, obviously.
yep.
And, they can, add all that together and end up making a really sick game.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely, you can tell by what they released earlier this week, that roadmap, that and the article. You can tell that their goal is to improve Unbound, obviously, but then beyond that, really figure out exactly what the player base wants and then build that for the next game. So that's why you're seeing, like, what did it say on there? Volume 7 was inspired by Underground, and then Volume 8 was inspired by Hot Pursuit,
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they're sort of like testing, basically. Okay, what are the players going to gravitate towards? These different modes, these different features. This is something that Need for Speed has never really done before, like ever, honestly. Like 2 years of content on a Need for Speed game is wild. Now, I'm not saying it's a lot of content. Year 2 looks great in terms of content, but when you compare that to like the content release schedule for like a crew game, it's a little bit lacking. But for a Need for Speed game, it's tremendous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Anyway, I know people with Motor Vergaras and people who brought back the Heat RSR by swapping the 3.5 liter Raptor engine, and they're claiming crazy times. Obviously, we know it's cheated. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've always wanted there to be a leaderboard in Need for Speed, but here's the thing, and this goes for any game. If you have a leaderboard in your game, which makes 100% sense for a racing game,
Mm-hmm.
you have to address the cheating. Like, if you don't, then the leaderboard is completely pointless. Like, it really doesn't make any sense to have it if you're not gonna have some sort of anti-cheat something. Yeah. Then the real leaderboard will just be what the community deems, legitimate on YouTube. Yeah, Goliath 100% agree. Goliath, I agree with you. in terms of attracting players like you, real competitive, highly skilled players. Until they address the party size and give a facelift to PvP matchmaking, the game stays uninteresting to me. Yeah, I agree with that because I think the majority of the highly skilled competitive players feel exactly the same way. Frosty has created an army of checkbox modders griefing lobbies.
Damn.
I ran into someone I thought was modding. I was working on my speed pass and I ran into someone that I thought was modding because they were using the the Nissan you get if you pick the, what is it? I think it's an S15. If you pick the S15 in the beginning, of Unbound, and then you get the modded one back. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
So yeah.
He had it in B tier, and I was like, I don't think that's a B tier car. I guess you could swap the engine out and do some stuff and get it into B. So I was like, that's whatever. But we start racing, and dude, it was so fast. And I couldn't fit. I was like, dude, this is fast. I was in the Mazda MX-5, which is a decent B tier build. It's not like the best, but it's fine. It's good. And I was like, dude, I watched him drive. It was terrible. He's crashing into stuff all the time, and I still couldn't beat him. And I was driving fairly clean. Anyway, turns out he was on PlayStation and he wasn't modding at all. And he just has
just a cheese build.
It's a cheese build for sure, and I don't know what it is. Bugged me. It literally bugged me.
Super powered, and then they were able to drop a low tier gearbox in it or something.
I don't know, but his top speed was insane too. So I don't know what he did. Yeah, the top speed. That's the thing that got me, was the top speed.
Okay,
it's wild. But anyway, that frustrated me because I was like, this guy's modding, and then after I get out of the lobby, I'm like, oh, he's on PlayStation. He can't. There's no mods. He's not modding on PlayStation.
Got a JTAG Xbox, dude.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I had a friend, dude. His name was Sonic. He had a JTAG Xbox, dude, and we would do like modded lobbies in Modern Warfare 2. So much fun, dude.
Yeah. What would be like the most popular mod you guys would use?
He made a lot of money doing he would host like max prestige lobbies.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I would just join him and we would just play. And I don't know, it was so fun. We'd have like zero gravity and just all kinds of stuff. But in the 10th prestige lobbies, it was just like every kill would give you,
insane amount of XP.
A freaking billion XP. So then you'd have to back out. You'd have to back out and then prestige and then join back in and get another kill and back. So people were paying him to do this, dude. He was making bank. I'm just running around the lobby like freaking like 3x speed with zero gravity, like moon jumping across the whole map and stuff.
So fun though. So fun.
It was so fun. We also went back to what was it? World at War, Call of Duty World at War Zombies.
Yeah.
And we played zombies like that, modded zombies there too. So much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I definitely am. I sort of flip flop my opinion about modding. I think modding is fun. It is fun to take a game that you actually like playing and then like customize it to what you like, a new experience. Basically, it's fun.
Yeah,
but it really ruins the PvP multiplayer experience.
100%. I think it's really fun in like a like a solo or like single player environment. Messing with mods and stuff, it's great. But yeah, he was doing 10 prestige lobbies, which doesn't really affect anything. It just gives you max rank
without the grind.
Without doing the grind.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, never messed with anything like actual like cheating in like multiplayer games and stuff.
True. Yeah, Simji says, I don't have anything against Unite or any of the people behind it. It was awesome what they were able to create visually, but lowering the downforce and removing the speed limiter was bad. Yeah, that was all about my one complaint with the Unite mod is it it actually did affect performance, and therefore the community really couldn't use it in a racing sense. Like if you're just playing by yourself, it's fine, but the fact that it worked online was a problem, because you can't host any, after that you couldn't host any lobbies where you could feel safe that there wasn't someone modding. Like the engine swaps were, I mean, it's cool. You like, dude, think about, I would love to throw an RB26 in anything, right? It's awesome, but it's not, it messes up the whole like performance side of the game. And that was the one thing, the one criticism I didn't, the one criticism I had for it. And they didn't really see any value in taking out the performance stuff to just make it visual only. So it is what it is. But Glide says he ran into someone using speed hacks on like the second week of the game, and I think I still have the clip. Dude, I'd like to see that clip. It's funny. I think people were modding like literally from the time Unbound dropped. It seemed like people had like $100 billion already, and like all the cars unlocked like day 3.
Yeah, dude. I honestly thought about doing that because I had 100 hours into the game and then my save file got corrupt and I had to restart. And I was thinking about it.
I remember.
You know what stopped me from doing it is Valorant. Valorant has an intrusive anti-cheat that wouldn't allow me to. It wouldn't allow my PC to install Cheat Engine.
Oh, that is so funny.
It's the only reason I didn't do it.
That is so funny. I wonder if that detects programs like Frosty. It probably does.
No, because I have Frosty. I was able to do
oh really?
Yeah, I was able to unite on Heat. But Cheat Engine, I don't know. It's just like nope.
Of course, the name.
Install.
That's
yeah,
funny.
It's probably the name.
To answer a couple questions here. I don't know this, dude. I wish I could pronounce names. Akis or AKYXZ. Just spell it out. He says, will you ever play GTA 6 when it comes out? I definitely want to. Unfortunately, it's not coming out on PC anytime soon. And
you do have a PlayStation and an
yeah,
Xbox.
I do. Here's the thing. I do. I'm just not 100% certain that my progress will transfer over to PC, because ultimately I want to play it on PC. I don't want to play it on console. I'll play it there, but it's a pain in the ass to stream from a console, just because it's like my full setup here is all my 2 PCs, and like it's just a pain in the butt. So eventually I want to play it on PC. So if I could like get a confirmation that progress transfers over, I'll probably play it.
And yeah, I'm probably not gonna play it because I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. Next gen. I'm not buying one just to play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, we talked about that. We're gonna have to figure something out though, because if I'm playing it, I gotta have to get you in there somehow. We'll figure it out. Write off as a business expense. Someone else asked about Season 3. Gring Flaming. What are both of our guesses for what Season 3 will be in Motorfest, and will they add enough? So, Gring, I'm going to tell you something. I know exactly what's in Season 3 because we have the preview for it. And I can't talk about it because I'm under NDA for that as well. And Steven doesn't know, or
I don't know.
Like he doesn't have access to it, which is really
I don't
funny.
have access to it or anything, and I don't know nothing.
I've been trying to get you access to these things, and these companies just don't want to do it. You're literally like an employee and you can't do it.
That's all good.
Anyway, so here's the thing. I cannot tell you what's in Season 3. I know exactly what it is, and I'm not gonna like do that thing that some other people do where they fake guess things when they know exactly what is coming. I'm not about that. So I'm just gonna tell you straight up.
You don't want to speculate the truth?
Yeah, I'm not gonna speculate the truth that I know to be true. We're not doing that here. None of that BS. So anyway, I can't really answer the question. I really can't. Will it be enough? I don't know. It remains to be seen, man. It's really tough for me to answer that question too, because um not even because of the NDA, but just because I'm a psycho and I play hundreds and hundreds of hours of these games, and not everybody does that. So like, enough for me is nowhere near enough. Or sorry, it's the other way around. Enough for me is way too much for the average person. Like, I need more. Personally, I need way more content out of every game because I know life everything. Goliath says season 3 will be a fun season for me. That's good.
Happy for you, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for you, Goliath. It's awesome. Not gonna lie, Lamborghini should have released the Agoista as a production car. It'd be, dude, if it was, imagine if that was a production car. It's too spacey. It looks like
Yeah.
it's too. You ever look at like a bunch of concepts?
Mm-hmm.
And
like concept cars.
yeah, concept cars. They all look ridiculous, and they
Yeah.
never make it to market.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what the point of them is, because none of them look like you even want to drive it. Like, I guess, like, yeah, it is a cool idea, but it's like, is it just to show off like what they're capable of doing? Like, look what we did. Is that what it is? Because like,
I don't know.
they never come out with like a concept car that is like supposed to be like a future production vehicle. They're always just like, look what we built. It's this freaking spaceship on
Yeah.
wheels.
I know, it's super weird.
I don't get it.
I never understood it, to be honest with you.
No, me
You know
neither.
what looks like a concept car that actually is, I guess, turning out to be a real car is the Cybertruck.
Cybertruck is real, yeah, dude. People own them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's, I'm out of the loop a little bit, but
People own them.
it's the most ridiculous looking truck, anything that's been on that's a production vehicle.
Yeah,
It
that
looks
thing's insane.
It looks stupid. I don't care if you like the Cybertruck. That's all cool. You can like it. I think it looks
I saw,
stupid.
like, the first week they came out, I saw there's a video on Twitter. It was like the first Cybertruck crash.
Okay.
I guess it hit like oncoming lane, like a Toyota Corolla, and the Corolla was just like aluminum can just crushed. And it showed the side of the Cybertruck, and it had a scratch down the side, and the mirror was broken off.
Oh my
The thing's
God.
just a fucking tank.
It's a tank, dude.
It's just a tank. And they're just like giving them out to people. It goes like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. Like,
It's so stupid, dude.
Weighs fucking like 10 million pounds, dude. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, that's so stupid, bro. It's so funny. Mark Saruro says, why are they trying to save Unbound? I think it's coming off like they are trying to save Unbound. I think that's a general takeaway from, the news of these last couple of days, but it's really not what's happening. What's happening is they are doing two things at the same time. They are throwing new content at a game that underperformed, and that will bring players back. I don't think it'll bring back a large, super large audience. Maybe not, but it'll bring players back to the game because there's fresh things to do in it, and people love Need for Speed, so they're doing that. And then they're also researching what people want. I mean, that's honestly how you have to think about it. I think you have to think about it as this is sort of a way for them to experiment with new modes and different weird things that they can just throw in the game and see if people like it, so that they can make the next game the best it can possibly be. That's really what's happening, to be honest with you. which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm honestly so pumped that they decided to do this. It literally changed. I was so down on the game. I didn't even want to turn it on, dude. And it's not
Hmm.
even like there was nothing for me to do. I mean, I still had my speed pass that I could level up, and I just didn't want to. I was dreading turning it back on to level up my speed pass, and now that we got all this news, I'm so optimistic about the game going forward. It's it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it all comes out good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hope the community likes what they're doing. I just that's what
Yeah.
my hope is, that the community really likes the stuff that they're putting out this year.
Yeah. It all sounds great.
Yeah.
It's all just comes down to if they can put it together.
Yeah, execute. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like the roadmap, you got to think about the fact that they're developing this stuff, and obviously, a lot of it is built already because they wouldn't commit to it on a roadmap if it wasn't. Um, but I'm sure there's lots of loose ends that they got to tie up. You know what I mean? Like there's things that they have to like just make sure it's working properly, and like all the checks and stuff before you actually put something out there for the public to play. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done, I'm sure. So I just hope it comes out well, everybody receives it well, and it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Glad says researching what people want, doesn't envy that job because you won't get an answer. Facts. If volume 7 has pink slips, modders will be able to distribute cars. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure I really understand what he's saying. I guess if you're modding, then you'll have a much faster car and you can just get cars or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
For
too
the
sure.
record, pink slips was just something that I wanted. They've never said anything about pink slips. So all we know is that volume 7 is focused on drag and drift that is inspired by Underground.
Yeah, that should be fun. If they execute it like how like Underground was, it should be really fun.
Dude, if it's honestly, if it's anything close to Underground's drag racing, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah. The drifting on Underground was
Whatever.
kind of, yeah, it was kind of whack in my opinion. I'm okay with the current like how the drifting is now. So I don't know if they mean like they're making it feel different or if it's just like the events are Underground inspired.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. We got basically this. What they gave us on the roadmap is what I got to see from volume 7. Like there was not there this is it. This is all I know.
Yeah.
I just know that
Yeah.
it's Underground inspired and they're focusing on drag and drift, and that's, dude, when I heard Underground drag, I was like, dude, I'm in. I've been talking about this for like, I think we've made at least 3 videos.
Yeah.
I think we've made 3 videos
Yeah,
on
dude.
this. I'm like, dude, please add this to the game. It'd be so fun. I'm a huge fan of that style, the Underground style of drag racing. We've done drag racing in lots of different games. They have it in, like in the free roam Forza Horizon stuff. The crew has it, and I've just never played, and even like drag racing specific games, I just don't, it's never been that fun. It's way more fun in Underground.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, SRT Motive says Unbound doesn't even add iconic cars like the Honda Civic, EG, Acura, Integra, etc. Yeah, I think I do have an opinion on. I think I know why they don't add cars like that, and why the car list is generally the same with Need for Speed games. Like you kind of get like, you know, somewhere around 5 to 10 new cars or different cars with each game, and it's mostly the same. And it's because of the level of customization that Need for Speed does. Like think about, like, okay, if they want to add one car, they have to not only like do the very basics of adding the car, which is just getting the car model into the game. Then they have to code and refit and redesign all of the body kits to fit the car. Like
Mhm.
literally all of them. And then on top of all of that, every piece of customization, not just the body, every piece, where does the underglow sit, where is it, you know, where does it shine, how long is it, all of, like, think about how detailed that job is. Just add one car to the game. There is so much customization in Need for Speed that you don't really see in a bunch of other games. Now, when you get a huge studio, like Ivory Tower is a giant studio, there's tons of people there, you can do this relatively easy because you've got a team of people. You've got, I don't know how many people work on cars, but you've got a bunch of people that can work on all of these things, and you can add more cars to the game. It's a little bit
Mhm.
easier when you got a big studio. Criterion is a fairly small studio, and most of them are working on Battlefield. So adding cars to the game is tough. That being said, I would love to see an EG and an Integra in Need for Speed. I think it fits the Need for Speed vibe.
Yeah, it'd be sick, dude.
It'd be so cool. Told my homies they needed to add Audi back to Need for Speed, and like a week later, this news came out. That's some pretty good. Was like a gut feeling by Swaggy Will that they needed to add Audi back. I'm not 100% sure why Audi was out on Unbound early. I feel like, I mean, it was in heat, so they already had the you know, the car models. Well, maybe not. If you looked at the picture, the RS6 is in the picture, so that's
Mhm.
sick. The RS6 is nice.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a nice car, dude.
so that's new, but the R8 was in heat, and so it's not. I don't know what I don't know what the issue was with Audi. I don't know why they like bounced on Unbound, but they were here in heat. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Had to been some issue with the licensing, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Freaking pricing. Maybe they wanted too much money to be in their game or something. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. It seems to me most of the conversation with the car manufacturers is all around like the gameplay and like how you customize their cars, and honestly how the cars drive. Like that seems to be a big problem with games, especially Need for Speed games, because they're so arcadey. So like, you know, it's
Hmm.
obviously not realistic, and I'm wondering if like that ends up being an issue. Goliath says Battlefield taking all Criterion devs just to flop again, and then Need for Speed flops again. Yeah, it's a really solid strategy that EA has going, right?
Yeah, the geniuses, dude.
Super genius. It blows. Riz says it blows his mind that they work on Battlefield. Yeah, I don't even know what that means exactly. Like Criterion is basically a racing game studio. So like, are they working on like vehicle physics, like vehicle handling?
Yeah,
Like, what are they?
maybe they do the vehicle physics.
Yeah,
They know how to make jets work and stuff, dude.
yeah.
Battlefield fly around the jets and everything.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know which Audis are being added. I did get to see that. The RS6 is pictured. I forget which other one was on the picture, but those are the only two that I can talk about. Let's see. What car would I like to see in Unbound? God, that's a tough question to be honest with you, because I'm so focused on game modes and replayability that the cars are fine the way they are, to be honest with you. But if I had to add a car, oh, man, what car would I add? I would like to, honestly, I would like to see a CRX. It'd be so dope to have a little SI CRX. That'd be cool. I would like to see I think more Hondas would be great. Like a Del Sol would be nice. An EG would be nice.
Prelude.
Dude, a Prelude would be sick.
Get a freaking little Prelude in there.
Yeah, I had a Prelude. The thing was fast.
Yeah, Preludes are sick, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. And Goliath wants a Jesco. I feel like that's Goliath's like favorite car or like dream car. For some reason he always like there's always something with Goliath and a Jesco. I feel like I don't know. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, Goliath. You like the Jesco. That's what I'm guessing. Cartoonish effects kind of threw me off for Need for Speed Unbound, but now that you can turn them off, I'll give it a chance. Yeah, American Savage, go give it a shot. He said yes. The Jesco is a really sick car, to be honest with you. So I'm not throwing shade, as the young kids would say. I'm sure the hell that's fucking possible, man. That's the dumbest shit ever. Can someone what is going on over the last 5 years? Did I just get old? Is that what happened? I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened, dude.
Anyway,
I think kids now, dude, like freaking like the young generation now, I think they like make up slang just to like fuck with us.
I feel like that's the case. Yeah.
So there's like words that just aren't even I don't even think they mean anything. I think they just say it.
Give me an example.
I don't even know, dude.
Riz.
I can't.
Riz is not a word. I don't feel like Riz is not a word, bro. People just made that up.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Anyway. Yeah. I'm currently experiencing the update called aging. I don't like that. Dude. I don't like it. I feel like when I was a kid, we didn't specifically say things that would confuse adults, but it definitely, I don't know, I feel like we definitely had like our own slang and language, and there were times where like adults would be like, what do you mean? What is this? I don't understand. And we thought it was funny because it's like, oh, you idiot, you're old and you just, you know. And anything over like 28 was old, by the way, when I was a kid. Yeah. You were over 28, you were like almost 30, or you're over 30, man, you are old. And now I'm 37, I play video games for a living, and I don't feel old, but I am, because I don't know any of the young stuff. Like any of the young slang, anything, dude. I still hate that people say like capping or no cap, or like coping or copium or any of that. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you even saying?
You know, copium, dude.
I don't get it.
It's I think that came from like the emo, because you know, like coping, right? Like,
yeah, I know the word when
something.
Yeah, the definition of to cope. Yeah, I know this. So, yes.
I think so. Like the copium shit is from. It's like a Twitch thing, dude. Because there was an emo called Hopium, and it was like, you know, like it looked like you know, the little peepo frogs or whatever.
Yeah.
It had like an oxygen tank like going into its nose.
Right.
So then they changed like copium, so it's like inhaling like
it's a drug, right? Like it's a drug.
The joke is like, because you're coping with something, right? So it's like, so the emo would be like copium, like you're huffing copium or whatever.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like I don't even know how to explain it.
But you understand as you're trying to explain it to me, if you're just like, if it stems from the original definition of cope, like to cope with something, it's you're
Copium is just an emote of saying somebody's coping.
right.
But then it's because it became such a big thing in that culture, people just use it now as a regular term, where it's literally the name of the emote. That's what had happened with that.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't get it, and I don't care. I'm not gonna like. I do care because it frustrates me, but I don't
The
care.
word is just the name of an emote, so nobody knows what the fuck it's talking about unless you know.
Oh, okay, I got it. I don't know, man.
So yes, so that's what copium is. It's fucking stupid. No cap, you're hella sus.
Dude. Dude, the word hella has been being used forever, dude. I don't feel like it ever went out. It was a word we used. Well, I didn't use it specifically, but people that were less cool than me used it, and that was a thing. No clown. No cap. Goliath put a whole equation in chat. L plus ratio plus cope plus C the you fell off boomerification. Definitely boomerification is happening. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, any of it. The worst one for me, honestly, is the cap. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, you try to break it down and it doesn't make sense. It just became its own thing.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain the origins of that one. I don't know.
I feel like, to me, from my perspective, like, me trying to rectify this in my head is, how do I say this? It's like there isn't a limit on, like, when you say no cap, it's like you're just saying, like, it's not, you're not lying. You're not lying, basically.
Cap just means lie. That's all it is.
Right.
Cap means lie. I don't know who decided that or where it came from, but that's the term. Cap is lie.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's no cap, like not lying, or you're capping, you're lying.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right. Right. But how did it get? I don't understand how it got to that.
I have no idea. I don't know how it became a popular phrase. No clue.
I don't know. Anyway. I hope more people play Unbound with the new update. Plus, able to turn off the effects.
Just move on from
I gotta move on, dude. I can't.
Boomer section. Boomer section's now over, guys. We're gonna continue.
We're gonna just continue with the podcast.
News?
If you cap, it means you're bottling up the truth. Okay.
No cap means you let it all out. Is that real? Because it makes sense.
Okay. That's honestly the first time anyone has explained it in that way, in that context to me. And that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, Swaggy Will says seems like they just made it up. I feel like it is, but I like that Goliath went out of his way to, like, connect it with something that my old brain can understand.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta accept it, dude. Just be like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Big brain.
What does it
slang.
mean? Oh, it means you're lying? All right, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
why does it mean it? Doesn't fucking matter.
Words change meanings a lot. Like, over the history of time, words have changed meanings, and like, in context, things mean different things. But I feel like no other time in history has it changed as much as it has over the last 5 to 10 years. But again, 5 to 10 years, if we subtract 5 to 10 years from my age, 10 years would be 27. That's exactly the period of time where you just start falling out of all the popular shit. 27 to 37, you have kids, you have a job, you have career. You're not paying attention to what the latest thing to say is.
You want to hear what the craziest thing change that I've been seeing like on TikTok and Twitter and stuff.
Sure.
This is from the girls here. There's some girl slang
Okay.
blew my mind.
All right.
They're calling stuff cunty
I love it.
in a good way. Like,
Oh, in a good way.
your outfit is so cunt.
No.
Swear to God, dude. Swear to God.
No, they're
That
not.
is so cunty. I swear to fucking God.
Are they
I
really?
was like, I swear, dude.
No
Oh my-
way.
Look at this bag. It's so cunt.
They just leave it as cunt. They don't say cunty.
Yes, dude. They say both.
Okay.
I was
All
like
right,
watching
dude.
a bunch of shit, dude, like dying laughing. Like, no way. Is the real thing that's happening right now?
Oh my god, dude. That is so funny. I've always been a person who says cunty. I've always said cunty, but always in a negative connotation. I've never used it
Right.
positively.
No, dude, I swear, guys,
Oh my god, dude.
bro, you gotta look it up, dude. I've seen videos, unless it's like
Unless it's like a
phone
joke.
for a trend, like a joke trend
Yeah.
that people are doing. That
Look
could be
at
the
look at
case.
Stacy. Yes.
They said yes. Stacy, have
She's
you
all
heard of
about
this?
it.
You're a girl.
She's all about it.
It's girl slang, guys. Come on.
I don't know.
I swear, dude, I seen a bunch of videos of this shit. I'm like, no way. I was dying laughing.
Bro, Night Train, you will never find me in a New Balance ever. I apologize to break your to break your comments. But dude, I just can't, dude. Nike is I will stick with Nike.
You don't like New Balance, dude?
No, I like how the little tiny hands of children make the shoe. It feels more soft to me on a Nike.
Stacey said, I am a girl. Stacey, have you heard of this?
Yeah, I want to know. Have you heard? I haven't heard of this. That was a joke, by the way. I don't think kids should work in shoe shops or whatever. I have to go back to that because I was too serious.
Clearing that up, dude. It is a thing for some people. There you go, guys.
Facts.
I'm not a liar.
You're not a liar. You're not a capper.
I've never capped in my life.
You're not a capper, dude. Is that a thing? Can we say capper? Because that sounds weird.
Oh my god, dude.
Donzilla said that's a fucking wild statement.
Nah, dude,
Militia
I like New
questions,
Balances,
Jordan.
bro.
You do?
Yeah, dude, they're cunty.
It's very cunt of you. Minimal cap, I feel like.
Did you guys play Elden Ring? Absolutely. I haven't in a while, but when it came out, I put in weeks of time and
In just a couple
weeks
days.
worth of time in like 3 days of playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the hell out of Elden Ring when it was out.
Yeah, I didn't play it at all.
It was so good.
I don't have time for it, to be honest. It's so funny. Was it cunt or no? Was Elden Ring cunt or no? Are you just reading chat? What are you doing?
Somebody sent me the clip.
Oh, Simji's already clipping stuff. He just can't wait for these streams, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. I had to watch that back. Oh my god, that was good. I'm sorry. What'd you ask me?
I said, was Elden Ring cunt or no?
Yeah, dude, it was very kind.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, like so satisfying. It was the only like Dark Souls like game that I've played.
Oh, okay.
What they call them? They just call them Souls like.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was made by the people that made Dark Souls.
Yep.
And yeah, I never played any of those, but I think they might have only been for PlayStation, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elden Ring though, fantastic game.
Yeah. I really need to find time at some point and play it.
Yeah, dude. It's definitely a grind. Like once you get into it and start playing it and like figuring out how you want to build your character, because like you level it and like build your stats and stuff. It's crazy. You can make like some insane builds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this-
Goliath. I know Elden Ring was. I meant like the original Dark Souls, like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 or whatever, however many there were. I thought those were only PlayStation. I could be wrong though.
Stacy says, is this gonna get demonetized from the number of times we said I mean, monetization will probably be less, to be honest with you. But it won't get
Ooh.
demonetized because we mark the stream as not for kids. So it'll be good.
The pro child labor stuff.
You know, with the cunting and pro child labor stuff. First of all, just to clear it up, there was no pro child labor stuff.
It's just a J, dude.
it was a big J. Like
It's just a J.
it was the biggest J you could possibly have.
Guys, it's just a J.
Yeah.
But Goliath, I didn't know that they were coming out with the a DLC for it. That sounds sick. I might have to get back into it. I have like an insane freaking strength build. Alright, I walk around with 2 freaking giant war hammers.
That sounds
a beast, dude.
You sound so geeky right now.
My guy's a beast, dude. His name, you get a name your character, you never guess what I named him.
Beast.
No, it's one of the coolest names you'll ever hear.
Cunt.
His name's Jose.
Why is his name Jose, dude? Why is his name Jose?
I don't know. Thought it was funny.
Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I think Simji would like that name. That's a name Simji would like.
True.
DLC trailer dropped today. Releases on June 21st this year. Wait, they dropped a trailer for a DLC. It's not coming out till June. That's a little early.
Nice. Is it like a huge DLC? Probably, right? I remember
it has to
when we were playing, like there was all kinds of speculation for DLC on it. Like a whole like new like island world thing like in the middle or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that'd be sick. It'd be like a whole new like area. Be cool.
From what I understand, the game is pretty. There's a lot of depth to it, right? There's a lot of like, there's a lot you can do, in terms of character building and all that, and it's a very difficult game in terms of fighting bosses, whatever. I don't know a lot about it, but if you're gonna release a DLC for a game like that, it's gotta be big. Like it has to be.
Yeah, dude, the game is so good. It's like huge map, like huge open world, tons of different environments. It's so insane.
It's actually
Game's
pretty
great.
cool.
It's one of my favorite games I've ever played.
That's wild. Like top 5.
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
It's up there. It's really, really good.
What do you think makes it like what is responsible for it being in your top 5? Like is it the depth? Is it the length of the game? Is it the graphics? Is it the gameplay? Or is it just like from what you've told me before is like how difficult it is and how rewarding it is when you overcome whatever the hurdles?
I think it's like it's a little bit of all of it. Like the whole like storyline through it is sick. All like the fights, dude, like the different bosses and different mechanics and the way they all look and shit. Like the whole game is just so good. Like it looks great.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of like the art style of everything. Yeah, and then there's, a bunch of different classes you can pick and build out your character to be like whatever, and just the whole like the world, just running around the world. Sick, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I have something. I've always had this theory or this thought process that like the more difficult a game is, the more the game is loved, but also the more it's hated. Like it's one of those things where, like the people that love those games that are difficult really love them. Like they're their favorite games ever, and the people that don't like them just, you know, obviously move on to something else. And it's because it's so rewarding to do something and complete something that's difficult.
Mm.
And I wish more games were difficult, because I feel like back in the day games were hard, like really difficult, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, Goliath wrote that good. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just saying Goliath wrote that good. The game lets you actually experience the game itself. It's not littered with points of interest marks everywhere like a like a Ubisoft game.
Okay, got it.
Like, yeah, it's sick, dude. I don't know. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's an insane game. It's so good.
Yeah, I probably would.
Takes a minute to get, into it at
Into
first.
it, yeah.
You're gonna die a ton. And then once you learn, the movements and stuff, then it gets a little bit easier. And then yeah,
Yeah.
leveling's huge. But
Gotcha.
I don't know. The whole environment of everything, dude, just running around, it's just I don't know. It's great.
Yeah. Chemical says you could be on one boss for ages until you map their moves out.
Yeah, until you map their moves out.
Oh, I see. So until you figure out what they're doing. You figure out the mechanics of the fight. So, let me ask you a question. So you played Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And you're familiar with raids and all that. You know the final boss in the raids? How there's like very specific yet sort of hidden mechanics until you learn, or or someone helps you through it. Is that kind of the feeling of these bosses?
Yeah, like each boss is different. They have different like move sets, I guess, but they are like move sets.
Okay.
So you can see like, okay,
It's
if he
combat.
does this attack, he does this attack's coming, like after he dashes this way, he'll freaking slam the ground or something. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So like you go through, and then like a lot of the bosses have like, they kind of change as they go on.
Okay.
Like phases, like phase 2, or
Yeah.
you think you killed it, and it's like phase 2's got a whole new health bar, and it's completely new move set.
You're like, motherfucker, dude. What?
Yeah, dude, you're barely alive after the first half. Like, yes, I beat it, and then it's like phase 2, like no. Completely new move set, twice as hard.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate a game like that, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, and the bosses aren't everything. Like, just running around the open world, like doing the little missions and stuff, and fighting like the little NPC stuff that's around different creatures or whatever.
Yeah. No, it
Sick,
definitely seems like a good game. Night Train says kind of like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
You can get one shot by random NPCs. That's awesome.
Dude, when I first got out to like, there's like this big like swamp area, and there's like these giant like lobsters, like huge like lobster things that run around, dude. Oh my god, those things were murdering me. Those things were destroying me, man.
The secrets of the game are the most enticing. This is what makes every part of the map useful, because you never know what you might find. Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds like a huge time suck.
Yes.
It sounds like I don't have time to play it.
Yeah, dude, it is a huge
I need
time
something a little bit more easy for my time. Like we've been playing a new pirate game called Skull and Bones. We played a little bit of it this last week. And it's fun.
Yeah, we played, when was that, Monday night?
Yeah.
We played?
It's fun.
Speaking of which, I hit up Teeter. I told him when I downloaded it Monday, I told him that we got it because he was the one to play the when you were in the UK.
Yeah. I told him I told him to get the beta so he could try it out, because I think he has Ubisoft Plus, so he can get it. But anyway, it's fun. Like it is way more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
True. After watching the last trailer before we played the beta or whatever, I was very like down on it. Like it
Yeah.
didn't look like it was gonna be good, but then after playing it, I've been enjoying it. It's been pretty fun.
Wow. Goliath
Skull and Bones has
says,
been getting dunked on everywhere. Really, people aren't liking it. You know what it is? I think people had like I did. I'm one of them. They had the expectation that it was gonna be similar to Sea of Thieves,
yeah,
and it's just not. It's
it's not at
not
all.
even. It's not the same type of game.
No, it's not even
Like
close to
not
the
even
same type
close
of
to the
game.
same type of game. And once you realize that and you play it for the type of game that it is, I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Same. I actually really like the game. It's a game that I honestly want to play tonight.
Yeah,
I don't
that's what I
want to
was
make
gonna.
any
That's what I
content
was
tonight. I
getting
just
at
want to
with you.
work.
When I
I
messaged Teeter Monday, I told him I was like, we're doing Motorfest stuff Tuesday night, and then we're doing a stream on Wednesday, but we'll probably play Wednesday night if you're on.
yeah.
But he didn't get back to me, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, whatever. Uh I definitely enjoy playing it for reasons that I didn't think I was going to enjoy, which is the combat. The ship to ship combat is very satisfying for some reason. It's like I really want to engage in more and more combat. Like it's really simple. It's not complicated at all. Like in terms of like shooting your cannons and like Sea of Thieves for is crazy. It's not complicated, Sea of Thieves, but it's
There's a
much more
skill
difficult. There's a skill that you
gap.
need. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be able to know like kind of how where your cannons are going to shoot, and you have to, you know, account for all these different things, like physics things, and you don't have to do that really in this game.
Mhm.
It's much more simple. It's much more user friendly, but it is very satisfying to sink ships, and it's satisfying
Mhm.
to ram them as well.
Also, yeah. Also, we're just still at the beginning though. Like when you
True.
go through and you look at the different ships, like there's ships that are made for like fire weapons
Yeah.
and stuff like that that do different fire damage,
Yeah.
or I don't even know. There's a billion different types of cannons and stuff you can put on. So, right now we're still just rocking like the regular old
Yeah.
cannons.
Yeah, we're like really early in the game, but
Yeah.
there seems to be a fair amount of depth in terms of like, you know, building out your character and like, you know, all of the weapons that you can have, all of the tools that you can have, all the cannons and all the your ship customization, and like there's a lot of different things, different systems that I found to be enjoyable, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
And it's not really
Same.
necessarily about sailing. Like, you know how Sea of Thieves is like very about driving the boat. Like that's a
Hmm.
huge part of the game is just simply driving your boat. This is not really that way. Like there's fast traveling around the map.
Yeah.
There's, you
This,
know, it's much more like how do we like maybe a little bit more RPG if that's a good way to
yeah.
describe it.
Yeah. I think it's more RPG. It's very like the story's pretty good. It's very story driven.
Hmm.
Like the campaign stuff that we've been doing has been
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like,
I think it's pretty good. The
yeah.
characters are all right. They're not like cringy characters. I think it's pretty. I think it's worth it. Night Train. I think you. I think you would definitely have fun with it. It's definitely a fun game. I don't know why people are talking badly about it. Like
Yeah.
Goliath, do you know what the criticisms are on the game, or did they just say it's bad and then they move on? Like what's
Chemical
the?
Romance and Tumbo said they wanted to be similar to AC Black Flag. I don't even know what that game is. I've
I
never heard of it.
yeah, I've never heard of that game either. Papa
But yeah,
Verstappen, what's going on, man? How are you?
what's up, dude?
But anyway, I don't know.
Is it truly a quadruple game? Oh, that was one of the, I forgot. They came out saying that it's like a quadruple A game.
What does that even mean?
Like
I
a
know what.
double A
Yeah,
game
yeah, double A or triple
triple A.
A game. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying this game's that good. It's like a quadruple A title. So then I
Okay.
think that's where the backlash is coming in. People are like, what are you talking about?
When are people gonna? When are game studios and publishers ever going to learn that when you hype something up and set the expectation super high, and then it fails? Like why do people do this? Set the
I'll answer your
expectation
question,
low.
Goliath. It's not a quadruple A title. It's not. I wouldn't set it as a quadruple A title, but it is fun.
Goliath says, I think it's more they spent 11 years on it and this is what they got. To spend 11 years developing a game is, I feel like it's not even, you can't even spend 11 years developing a game, because halfway through that halfway, well, yeah, but the point yes, but the point I'm making is halfway through that 11 years, you are you even designing the same game? Because all of the hardware is changing. You're designing something completely new. Like the number of ideas that you would have in 11 years, like what you start with and what you finish with are completely two different things. I feel like can you actually spend 11 years developing a game? It seems crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's in development, man. You're developing it,
I guess. Yeah.
Start with an idea, dude, and then it develops.
Clown
into
behavior.
a quadruple A title.
Yeah. Clown behavior from studio heads. The only game that has a chance to be quadruple A is GTA 6. $1 billion budget. Yeah, it's crazy. Is that really their budget? $1 billion? Oh my god.
They probably don't even have a budget, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
How many shark cars they sell?
Unlimited budget. Unlimited budget. I've bought a few shark cards, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude. They'll give you a free one too, like every time you get back on the game. Like, if you haven't played in a while, they're like, hey, thanks for coming back.
Here's a shark card. Oh, that's right. American Savage is right. Night Train, if you want, I think you can get a free trial of Skull and Bones.
I don't know about on Epic, right? It's a Ubisoft game.
It's a Ubisoft game. Yeah, so it'll be on Ubisoft. Did he say Epic?
I think he said Epic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's on Ubisoft. Cyberpunk.
I didn't play Cyberpunk.
I
know that when it came out, it was like a huge meme, right? Like the game was super buggy and stuff.
Yeah, really buggy. Yep.
But I have heard that since they've fixed and patched it, the game's incredible.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check it out. But I've never played it or even really seen gameplay.
Yeah, I've wanted to play it. Maybe I'll do, because it does have some car stuff in it. Maybe we'll do a playthrough on the channel. It'd be fun, because I think is it only single player? I honestly don't know much about the game.
I don't know. I know there's I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either.
Papa Verstappen says Cyberpunk is really worth it. Very fun. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, look, these are very pro Cyberpunk comments here. Yeah, I've heard
since they fixed a lot of the issues it was having, the game's incredible.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk launch is unmatched in how bad it was, and I say knowing full well that competition of bad launches in the last 5 years.
Dude.
Dude.
Oh my god, the bad launches have been crazy.
I don't even know what they're doing. It's just the deadlines, I guess, right?
Yes.
They have a deadline of when it has to 100%. Come out. So they just drop it and screw it, we'll live fix it as we go.
Yep.
Which is so stupid. I
so
hate
dumb.
It. Dude.
Yep. The last time someone actually shipped a game that was complete was probably Elden Ring. But before that, what's another game that came out complete?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I don't know. Maybe Breath of the Wild. Something like that. Some Nintendo game. Nintendo games seem to not be as buggy. Unless I'm just completely off.
I got Breath of the Wild right here, dude.
Oh, you been playing it?
No. I played it a little bit and then I haven't gotten back into it. I'm still very early in the game.
Gotcha.
It is fun though.
It was so bad at launch that Sony took it off their store because so many people were asking for refunds. That's crazy, dude.
I remember that.
I've never seen that happen to any other games. Love from the British. Her smoothie. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Mike was over in the UK, dude. Running around with the Mandim.
The what?
The Mandim, dude. The boys. That's some UK slang, dude.
Oh, I didn't even know what you're saying,
We're
dude.
back in the slang, dude.
Oh my god, we can't. First of all, I can't. I don't even get the regular US slang. I'm not gonna get the UK slang. Yeah, Glass says the game is in a much better state and he highly recommends it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a playthrough on the channel. It'd be kind of fun. I definitely want to check it out.
God of War. I never played God of War. I don't have any PlayStations. God of War looks great though. I have seen gameplay.
God of War?
Yeah. You ever seen God of War gameplay?
A little bit.
Looks insane.
Looks
great.
Not anything more than like what you would see in like a promo or a trailer.
Okay.
Chemical Romance says we need to get rid of always online BS. Yeah. So I don't think that's gonna happen, Chemical. I think for the most part, games are digital, and I mean at least most of them are. A lot of people still do physical discs, but there has to be a way for the company to verify that you own the rights to it, and if it's going to be digital. I do think though, if a game like, let's say the Crew Motorfest is going to sell a physical copy for a console, let's say, then I feel like the players should be able to play that without having an internet connection. Always online is definitely a problem if you have a physical copy of your game. But I don't know, that's just my take on it. There's a PS5 version of Cyberpunk. Just upgrade your PS4 version for free. Oh, that's cool. If you had it on PS4, you can just upgrade.
I guess.
It's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Always online. What's your take on that? Does it bother you?
No, because I'm normally always online anyways.
Same.
I mean, like if the game has, I guess it depends on the game, right? Like with the Crew games or whatever. I mean, I can see it being like offline or whatever. You just want to run around, do like the playlist or whatever, and like you don't have like internet access. Is that it? Can you still do that or no? I don't even know.
For the Crew?
Like, yeah, like if you don't have internet, can you even play the Crew?
No.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well then I can see that then being kind of annoying. Like if you don't have internet and you want to like play it, but I don't know. It seems like most of the time if you're playing games, wherever your gaming setup's at, you're most likely have access to internet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the internet is obviously becoming more and more accessible as, the days and years go on. But I don't know, man. If there's something, I feel like with entertainment in general, there is less owning the entertainment and more like renting the access to it, if that makes sense. So like everything on like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video and all this stuff, like you don't really own any of those movies or shows or any of that stuff. Whereas before, like you go back 10, 20 years, people would actually buy, they're like, I really love Seinfeld, and so I'm gonna buy the whole box set. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like they owned that entertainment.
Yeah,
and they could,
that's what you're saying. I got you.
Yeah.
I mistook what you were asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like even Goliath. Imagine the day Motorfest servers die. There's no game preservation. Always online game is the issue with it.
Yeah, I get that. 100%.
Big way to say it's enough. The GG's playing the game again. Yeah, I get that. That does suck, I guess, if it's a game that like you really are always playing.
Yeah.
But it seems like by the time they do say they're shutting the servers off for a game, like nobody's really playing the game anyways.
Yeah.
Like with the Crew 1, like I don't know how many people were actually playing the game and like going back to it and playing it.
Yeah.
I
I
know
don't know.
since the server shut down, there's been a lot of people that are sad, like, oh no, now I can't play it. But it's like, were you guys actually playing the game?
Right.
I don't know. I never played the game, so I'm just talking from, an outside point of view here.
Yeah. I have
Like I
a
remember
similar
not that
one.
long ago, they shut down like Halo 3 servers.
Hmm.
Like Halo 3's done. And I was like, I don't know. I've never once thought about going back and playing Halo 3, and I spent
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of hours playing Halo 3.
Yeah. Oh, I think I don't disagree with you, Goliath. I think there are definitely player bases for a lot of old games. I just think it's I don't know. I think I don't know what the solution is because
Mhm.
you can't, a lot of games just by nature need a server, an online server somewhere, you know. And I'm sure there's some that don't. I'm sure there's like, single player campaign type stuff where like that stuff is literally on your machines on the client side. So you can just replay that as much as you want. But like so many games are multiplayer or have some sort of multiplayer facet to them where an online server is necessary in order to play the game or the core experience of the game. So like I don't know. I think like some of it has to do with the way the game is designed and the features and modes that are in the game. Once it gets to a certain age, it's like, do we expect these companies to make a product that is accessible forever? Nothing is accessible forever. Even if you buy that box set of Seinfeld, right, and you bought it however many years ago, obviously you can still play it, right, on a wide variety of machines. But eventually, you're not going to be able to play that box set anymore because there's just
Yeah.
not going to be a machine that's capable of playing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how long do we expect these companies to keep the servers open?
Yeah, I got it. And I do feel bad for the people that are like, that were playing these games that they no longer have access to.
Yeah,
But like me personally, like my personal opinion on it, I
you don't
doesn't
care.
like I personally, yeah, well it's because I'm by the time like games that I've played are no longer accessible, I'm
Yeah,
not playing them anymore anyways. So
right.
to me, like it makes sense in my head. Like, yeah, shut it off, like
Yeah,
whatever. But I get it though. There is like a dedicated player base. It might be small, might be big,
right.
who knows? And it definitely sucks for those guys when it gets shut out.
Yeah,
But I
for sure.
personally don't have a problem with it
Yeah,
because by the time that happens, I'm
you're
already
moved on.
moved on to other games.
Yeah.
That's just my take. Don't hate me for me, please. No.
I'm kind of with you on that. I'm with you on that, and at the same time, so we could do both. I'm with you on that because it doesn't really matter to me personally, but I can sympathize for the people that it does matter to. I don't know
Yeah.
what the solution is though. Not really sure. Vincent Nash says VHSs. You can own all the VHS tapes you want, but no one owns a VCR anymore. This is
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
I
I'm
actually
sure you
think
could find one on eBay or something like
I
that,
think I
but
have like a ton of VHS tapes. Like a ton of like really I could probably sell them, make a lot of money.
yeah, why?
Like really good, perfect condition VHS tapes.
Really? Like just
Yeah.
movies mostly?
Yeah, like movies, dude. Like all the good old movies.
Gotcha.
Gotta figure out maybe if I can find them, go through the bins or whatever, wherever they're stored. I think they're in a storage unit or something.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'll have to get those and like check them out on eBay, like each movie, and see what they're selling for.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the stream. Oh yeah, I didn't realize I left it on normal latency. I should have changed it to ultra low latency so we can have some more,
My bad.
comments with the chat here. Imagine when your kid grows up and you want to play games that you used to play with them. You boot up Motorfest. That's very true. Yeah, no, it's a fair point. 100%.
Tasty said
Movies,
movies.
what else would they be?
They're like homemade movies, dude. Like my parents' like wedding tape.
Porno.
Porno. Those are movies.
VHS. Can you imagine do
Those
VHS
are
porno?
movies.
Like, can I see? It's very blurry.
My,
What's
my
happening?
box TV on my freaking 12-inch box TV.
Dude, what else would a VHS be, honestly? It's like, I don't even know. You used to go into like skate shops and they would have the VHS tapes of like, I don't know, like these skate movies.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, movies. Man, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired, and I could end it right here as long as we don't have anything else major to talk about. I think we hit all the topics.
Yeah, nothing major. Oh, I did say in the stream last night I would tell them about my
Let's hear
internet
it.
story.
Yes, let's hear the internet story.
I got a pretty funny internet story, guys. So my internet's been pretty bad recently. The plan that we had here was supposed to be like 100 upload, 100 download speed. I wasn't getting anywhere near that. And so I got my internet upgraded it was supposed to be a 2 gig plan. I mean 2 gig internet speed.
Yeah, it's insane, by the way.
Yeah. So I live with like a bunch of my family. So my brother-in-law is the one who's the internet plan is under. And he called them because he saw a promotion for this internet, and they were like, "Oh, that's only for new customers."
How many?
Like,
first of all, wait. You have how many devices require are tapped into the internet in your house?
oh my god, I really have to count that?
No, not the phones, whatever. Just like the consoles and the computers, like the major ones.
There's only 4 Ethernet cords. Everything else is Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but like that seems like the max you could get on a router, though. Like if you had another spot, would there be a fifth cable?
That's coming later in the story, man.
Okay, all right, sorry. Go ahead. First, I'm just trying to get at the point is you have a lot of
There's
stuff
a lot of people that here. Okay.
that's pulling on the internet.
So let's see here. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4 Xboxes, 2 computers, and then like 3 different TVs. One of them's
Stream, yeah.
in the living room that stream like like Netflix or whatever. It's like an Amazon Fire Stick plugged into it that they watch in the living room throughout the day or at night. But yeah, so there's a lot of internet usage going on.
There's a ton, dude. All right.
So anyways, they tell him like, no, like that plan, sorry, we can't do that. That plan's only for new users, like new members.
Right.
And he's like, but I've been with you guys for like 15 years. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys can't do anything? So they made him call like they have like a loyalty program, sir, like that you call.
Okay.
Well, they'll just give you the deal. It's like, why couldn't they just do that? So we called them. They're like, yeah, we could do this. So we ended up getting it was like a 2 gigabyte internet plan. And it ended up only being like $40 more than what we were paying for 100 over 100, which is insane.
That's crazy.
We're like, yes, dude, like let's freaking get that.
Yeah.
So they come in a few days later and they install everything. And they install everything. I just check my internet speed, and I'm only getting like 1 gigabyte upload or download, and then I'm getting like 100 megabytes upload.
Nowhere near 2 gigs.
Nowhere near 2 gigs. I'm getting 1 gig download, 100 megabytes upload. So I'm like, I asked the guy before we left, we're like, hey, like the upload and stuff, like it's not like everything's like lower, and he's like, oh, you got to use Wi-Fi. Like this is like Wi-Fi 6 or something like that. He's like, it's good Wi-Fi. Like you get faster internet speed on Wi-Fi than you will with the Ethernet cords.
Okay. That right there is.
I was like, we were like, okay, so that doesn't even make any sense. Like in the history of anything, Wi-Fi has never been faster.
Wi-Fi has never been faster. All right.
Okay. So anyways, so he ends up leaving, right? And we're trying to figure out, okay, so how come we're getting the download speed is a gig, which is insane going from what I was getting. I was like,
Right.
that's insane. But my upload speed is only at 100 megabytes. Like, what's going on there? So then I was doing some research online, and turns out I had a Cat 5 Ethernet cord, which is not capable of getting the 2 gig internet. So I was like, okay, that explains my 1 gig download speed, not 2.
Right.
So I had to upgrade my Ethernet cord. I had to rerun that. I have it routed through the attic and stuff because my router's on the other side of the house. So I finally got that in. And I'm still getting the same
The same
numbers,
speed.
the exact same speeds. I'm like, what the hell? And so on the new router that we got, it only had 1 Ethernet cord in the back. So the guy, like, daisy chained our old router to the new router.
Okay.
So we can have the more ports.
Right.
So so all of our Ethernet cords are plugged into our old router, which was getting its internet from the new router.
Right.
And that old router wasn't capable of pumping out the internet speeds that
The
we were
2
supposed to
gigs.
be getting.
Right. Okay.
That was slowing us down. So I ordered what's called an Ethernet switch,
Okay.
which is basically does the same thing as what the router's doing now, but it's capable of the 2 gig internet speed.
Right. Okay.
So I get that plugged in. And I'm like, okay, now
test it.
now I should be getting some freaking my 2 gig internet.
Yeah, where's your 2 gigs at?
I plug it in, I'm getting 1 gig up, 1 gig down.
Okay, well, it's an improvement.
It's an improvement. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, it's matching. We're supposed to be getting 2 gigs.
But wait,
What's going
1 gig and 1 gig.
That's what it turned out being, dude. We got bamboozled, dude.
Oh my
They sell
god.
you a 2 gigabyte internet plan,
Right.
but it's 1 gigabyte up and 1 gigabyte
down. That's 2 gigs,
2
dude.
gigs.
I don't know what you're upset about. That's 2 gigs.
I'm not really upset because a gigabyte internet's insane, dude. It's freaking
is.
absolutely nuts, especially compared to what I had. I had freaking nothing. It took me 10 years to download like the smallest file, dude.
1 gig up, 1 gig down. That's
But I
1
thought
plus
that-
1.
I thought that was the most, like, I don't know. I thought it was hilarious that it turned out being that.
I love that they called it a 2 gig plan because it's like 1 up, 1 down, 2 gigs. That's what you get.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I've never seen a company advertise like that. It's so funny.
Yes, dude, exactly, Vincent Nash. Oh my
It's
god.
trained on the back of the short bus.
I went through here like jumping through all these hoops trying to figure out how to make it work, and it's just like, oh, actually.
Yeah, so it turns out because you are getting the full speeds of 1 gig up and down,
Yeah.
that you didn't need to upgrade and
I didn't need to
reroute
upgrade.
your
So the
Ethernet cord.
cord, I did not need to upgrade that. Turns out I did not need to upgrade the Ethernet cord and reroute it through the freaking attic and
Oh my
everything.
god.
But I did need to get the switch though, which
Yeah,
I don't know why they call it a switch, but it's called a switch.
gotcha.
I did need to do that though, which did free up the upload speed. So now
Yeah.
currently I am getting full 1 gig up, 1 gig down, which is insane.
Yeah, I've had it since I moved to Texas. I upgraded the second I got here, and it is nice.
Yeah.
1 gig
it
up
is,
and down is nice.
it is absolutely insane.
It's particularly nice for us because of you're doing the editing for the channel and I'm doing a lot of the capturing. So we're constantly, I'm uploading a file to a drive and you're downloading it, and then you're uploading it to YouTube, and I'm, it's just a lot of uploading and downloading. So the 1 gig is nice.
Yep, you're uploading all the clips, I'm downloading all the clips, and then I'm uploading the full video.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Yep.
We're both doing a ton of upload download.
Yeah, I checked my I checked my usage the other day, and on a monthly basis, I'm anywhere between 1 and 2 terabytes of data being uploaded and downloaded every month. That's wild, dude.
It's insane.
It's a stupid amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me sit there and yap.
Yeah. Silly.
I thought it was a funny story.
It is
Tell you
100%.
a a 2 GB plan. That's 1 gig up and 1 gig down.
That's so stupid, dude. Who is this company again? It's Frontier.
Yeah, it's either Frontier or Verizon. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
if it's the same or different or what, but one of those.
It's really funny. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. That's it. I was gonna try to say some sort of outro. I got nothing, man. I'm tired and I'm sick still. So.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us yap about nothing yet again.
It's off topic,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
All right. That's it. We'll take it easy, guys. We'll see you later. Oh, I'm gonna maybe, if I feel better, I'm gonna stream Friday. We'll do grand races. If you guys want a grand race on Friday night, we'll do that.
Friday night gram race.
Maybe. It's a maybe at this point for the, however
You
many
said
people are
it.
watching.
Yep,
I
you
just,
said it.
if I feel good, we'll do it. All right.
Swaggy.
Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.